Let's get right to the facts. The average slip and fall claim is $4,000. The average cost of a slip-related injury exceeds $12,000. The average cost to defend against a slip and fall lawsuit is $50,000. Fall-related medical expenses cost Americans more than $20 billion each year. Projections show these expenses will climb to more than $32 billion over the next 20 years. A company with $100,000 of costs related to workplace injuries will have to produce an additional $2 million in revenue just to cover the expense, assuming a 5% profit margin. The food service industry's leading cause of employee injury is slipping and falling. The average restaurant has 3 to 9 slip or fall accidents each year. Out of the 12 million injuries caused by falls requiring at least 1 day of medical attention, 2/3 of the falls happened at the floor level. The flooring material, floor hazards, or improper maintenance accounts for approximately 50% of slip and fall accidents. The facts, they can't be denied. But that doesn't mean they can't be changed. That's where we come in. In 2005, SYR put forth a strategy that would identify the faults of the restaurant cleaning industry, then develop effective, affordable solutions. Our goal was to complete this project in 18 months. But guess what? The errors that we found were so vast that only this year, and after an expenditure of more than $13 million, did all involved finally agree that we had a solution. Like everything else, products and solutions evolve and improve. Imagine a world without innovation. In our research, we uncovered an amazing fact. In conjunction with the British Museum, we were able to trace back the use of a mop bucket and mop to the days of the Roman Empire. The concept of a container with wheels and a handle with material attached to the end has changed very little in that time. The problems of thousands of years ago still exist today. So ask yourself, why do restaurants clean floors with dirty water that becomes dirtier by the second? Why do restaurants use mop heads that get filthy in the same amount of time? Why are floors left wet for an average of 7 minutes, creating further cleaning hassles and a huge risk of a slip and fall injury? Why are mop heads so heavy and fatiguing that water and soils can barely be extracted from them? These are valid questions, and the solution that we developed is not about a trend or gimmick. Restaurants already have enough gimmicks backed by companies that lack an understanding of what happens in the real world of restaurant cleaning. We've seen buckets with 2 sides that rely on unreal circumstances, mops that supposedly disperse grease, brushes that magically remove all debris, machines that can perform magic, powders that replace cleaning altogether, and the list goes on. Each fault we found was given to a separate department within SYR to devise their own solution. Develop a chemical solution that would wash the mop inside the bucket and remove the grease and soils from the restaurant floor. SYR had already patented the technology to separate dirt from water. However, grease represented a far bigger challenge. Develop a product that used a mechanical action to correctly wring out a mop. Develop a product that was lightweight yet extremely effective in cleaning and removing grease and soils. Develop a mop that could dry floors instantly. Procure the correct raw materials to ensure we continue with our present market warranties. Provide feedback on the various test products developed by the 3 teams. So what's the solution? ScrubClean with zero moisture technology. How does it work? ScrubClean low moisture mopping is the world's first system that allows the operator to launder the mop inside the bucket, ensuring a clean mop is always used when mopping. This means no more depositing of soils and grease that cause a polymerization, leading to dirty floors and slip and fall accidents. Did you know that last year the QSR industry paid out over $500 million on slip injuries alone? And 65% of these were caused by floors not being dry. And 40% of slips occur after a floor has been mopped. Definitely something to think about. The combination of a patented solubilizing chemical that literally turns grease into water and a dual brush action wringer ensures soils and grease are permanently removed from the floor. Following through with the SYR dry mop gives a 100% clean, safe, and dry floor every time, guaranteed. ScrubClean is not only the most effective patented solution on the market, it's easy to use. ScrubClean is powered by a rechargeable battery. The battery is easily charged by plugging into any outlet. The charge lasts for 9 hours of use. To check battery level, simply press the button. The pre-pour pod ensures you dispense the exact dosage of chemical, Scrunge, our patented formula. The only cleaning chemical that not only traps grease, it solubilizes it and turns it into water. The mop head is microfiber with abrasive strips built in. Simply attach to your SYR interchange handle and you're ready to go. Dip the mop, then rinse it in the wringer. The unique roller wringer removes the maximum amount of moisture evenly, allowing the user to quickly clean and remove and absorb grease and soils from the floor with minimal moisture. A vapor-type deep clean allows the floor to begin to dry the moment the mop leaves. The easy maneuverability allows you to easily clean under and around tables, baseboards, you name it. It's lightweight and couldn't be easier or faster to maneuver. The ScrubClean is the most innovative, time-saving device you've ever seen. The mop head collapses easily to fit into the bucket. It removes the maximum amount of moisture out of the mop head, so you're putting the minimum amount of moisture on the floor. A clean floor that's also a dry floor. Did you think you'd ever see that? But what about the dirt? In the past, the only way to clean a microfiber mop head was to launder it. Until now. ScrubClean is self-contained. It's effective and it's safe. The wringer automatically switches off when met with any force. The built-in safety features prevent the plastic frame from going into the brushes. Using the wringer handle automatically turns off the brushes. Simply run the head through the brushes. Wring it out, and your mop head goes from this to this in seconds, using only the minimal amount of surfactant. And keep in mind, these easy-to-clean mop heads last 2 to 3 times longer than a traditional mop head with no increase in cost. Again, more slips and falls occur after a person has mopped the floor than before they mopped it. Until now. By using the minimal amount of moisture, the crew member can then follow through with the SYR dry mop to remove any moisture from the grout lines and leave the floor instantly dry. Other mopping systems? An average of 7 minutes to dry. ScrubClean? Seconds. Does this look familiar? It doesn't have to. With SYR's minimal moisture mopping, your floors can be clean and dry in minimal time with minimal effort. How can you go wrong? What was a multi-million-dollar problem has a cost-effective solution. How about reduced slip injury claims, reduced insurance premiums, and, of course, cleaner, safer restaurants? That's what ScrubClean is all about.